we
like
love.
where you're sitting.
We like what we see,
Thank
Manny.
you. A big congrats on what happens later. It has some laughs, some heart, big heart, and has a little bit of magic, and I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
You're so
Wow.
welcome. Let's begin with you, Miss Meg. Take us from the very beginning. What got you interested in not only starring in the film, but also co-writing the script and directing the movie?
It was a really, really gradual process. It took, I got the movie, the script like
Script.
3 years, 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. And then we had, this time of the pandemic to just kind of like dive in and quietly just sort of, learn to write, learn to know these characters. Anyway, it was just an evolution. And I thought that the the heart of it, this like question about what would happen if ever I saw so and so again and we were stuck together. I remember we were in a lockdown, so that was kind of like
Right.
on my mind. You're stuck together. Would you resolve your stuff or would you not? Like, how would that go? So it's kind of maybe a universal fantasy in a way. Like, what would you say to an ex if you were, all bets were off and you had to spend time together?
I have no idea.
You're too young. You're too young.
You're too young, Manny.
Mr. David, it's fun to watch you guys together. Those uncomfortable touches and glances. I love their dynamics. Talk to us about the dynamics between Willa, W. Davis, and W. Davis.
Yeah. Well, I guess, we're kind of two interlocking puzzle pieces in that I'm kind of hyper rational and scared of what might happen, catastrophic thinker that I am. And Willa is kind of a new agey, magical
Woo-woo
thinking.
thinker.
Yeah, so that we despise the way each other are, and yet we need each other to kind of complete ourselves.
Aw,
Yeah.
the
Well
airport
said.
becomes a character here and adds magic. It feels like a snow globe. We're watching you guys inside a
Yeah.
snow
Yeah.
globe.
That
Talk to
Yeah.
us about the production.
That was the idea. The production was all actually that. Like we talked about snow globes. We talked about this increasingly enchanted environment. We talked almost. I saw a movie that Jacques Tati did in the 50s called Playtime, which has this really monochromatic look, and it's a really different kind of movie, but it was inspiring in terms of the look of our film. Like in the end, we went through everything in the DI and the digital intercept is it intercept? DI.
don't know.
Anyway, the
DI.
color changing at the end, and we changed the colors of their outfits, of their background, passengers that were walking by, that we took all the signs out, we added snow, we had the amazing Hal Liggett voice, which had like so much incredible authority and
airport voice,
warmth,
yeah.
the airport voice, right? So all of that like a lot of that came after the shooting,
Right.
after the physical production of it. So yeah, cultivating the magical reality was really fun.
Great rom-coms have something to say about our culture as of the moment. Mr. David, what do you hope for viewers to get after watching the film?
I think it's when you write only connect, only connect. I think, I guess we're in a stage of history and technology where we're connecting. Well, you and I, we're connecting through technology, but I think even much more intimate situations are happening through phones and things like that. And this is kind of hearkening back to a physical, not physical as much as like two human beings present in the same space. In this case, forced to be in the same space, and to deal with it, and you deal with each other differently if you're forced to deal with that person who's in front of you. And I think we should all remember what it's like to deal with the presence of a person rather than the two-dimensional image. No disrespect to your wonderful two-dimensional image right now, but it would be even better to have you right in this room.
I
cool
totally agree.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Ms. Meg. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's a cool mandate that the airport has. It says to them, only connect, and live in fragments no longer. It's this idea that that's what we owe each other. That's the stuff of life, when there is like a true connection and understanding between people. I mean, I know it's like very Pollyanna thing to think about, but like I think about the gift of that. That's what the airport gives them, the opportunity to truly connect.
You know what? You know what the original kind of disruption to me was like call waiting. Remember that?
Yeah.
I think that was the idea. Like I'm on a phone call, which was a thing back then, a phone call.
Yeah.
But oh, this might be a better phone call.
Right.
Aw.
That's coming
Well-
in.
That is
And-
true.
And now you can have like 8 conversations at once, just texting.
Yeah, and
like-
people back when call waiting happened would be like, oh, okay, you
Right.
do have another call, and I'll happily step aside.
right.
A big congrats. A big congrats on what happens later again, guys. I'm gonna
Thank
put
you.
this on my airport voice, just like in the film. It's
Yeah,
a
I like
bittersweet
it.
tale with a great big heart and a dash of
Oh.
magic.
Ah,
Oh,
thank
Manny,
you.
Thank
thank
you so
you.
much, you guys. Good luck on
Thank
everything.
you.
Thanks, Manny.
Bye.